Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Morning, David. You okay?
Morning, Alex. Thank you. Yes, very early for me, but
It is a bit early. We're joined today by David Bramhill, Executive Chairman of Union Jack Oil. I'm just reading your RNS that's come out this morning. Discovery, potentially the largest UK onshore gas field.
we never said that.
It's in one of your partners' RNSs.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not our.
You're saying today, West Newton A2 appraisal well, preliminary results. You must be happy with that RNS this morning.
Oh, of course I am. It's a sort of RNS. There's not many opportunities. Like, how long have I been involved in this game? Oh, too bloody long. Nearly 50 years. Yeah, I have actually. Over 50 years, and I can tell you, there's not many of those type of RNSs you get to write.
So you must have been happy there. You're saying you've got a 65 metre net interval encountered.
That's correct. Yeah, and that's great.
That's a big oil column.
It's a mixture of gas cap, potentially your oil underneath. Not potentially, it is. But let's see what the EWT does, eh?
Just reading the RNS, it looks like it's saying. I think you used the word saturated, but I'm saying it looks very positive for you.
Oh, it's very. As I say, you don't get. The old saying where they say it's always better to travel than arrive. Well, I think you could knock that one into a cocked hat now, because I think the journey's only just begun on this one. People know me; I'm conservative as can be, and you have to be. That's a word I hate using. Excited about this one.
Stating here, 189 billion cubic feet of gas.
That's in the West Newton A1 well.
Correct, yeah.
And this well has got the same attributes as practically mirror image of West Newton A1. So it looks the same. However, we've got this unusual oil column, if you want to call it that, underneath, because there's something liquid and it's not water, that's for sure. So it's unusual. It's a great result. It's worth waiting for that one.
So what would be your next step now to move forward for Rathlin Energy?
God, there's next step. You'd probably say next steps.
Yeah, the next steps in the testing process.
Opened up a hell of a lot of things that could happen in the future. There are other prospects on site. It's quite a few mirror images of this one. It's a massive license area, 176,000 square acres. This is like the perfect storm. But I don't want to be over the top. But I'm happy, of course. Of course I am.
I think you're underestimating this a bit here, David.
That's me. That's the kind of guy I am.
I think you should be happy. So you've got extended well tests planned.
Yes.
So then, obviously, they'll go into the well more, and we'll get the core. You've got the core samples. You'll do the core
samples. Yeah, that's see on West Newton 1 there were no core samples.
Mm-hmm. A
little bit. So this well has given us a wealth of information. Of course, it has. And the lovely core.
I've got to say, on a personal note, I'm very surprised, because I was looking at my figures with 23 to 26% chance of success, and the oil.
That was with the Cadeby.
Yeah. That
was with the Cadeby. The Cadeby.
For the oil.
It was the oil leg.
Yeah.
And still is. I hasten to add, the Cadeby. The actual optimum place for drilling the Cadeby wasn't on the West Newton 2 well.
Yeah.
So, but as it happens to be, we know in the area, it would have been rude not to have gone down into it and seen what we have. And we had some nice oil shows there. But the big prize here is obviously, you've got your gas cap, which is almost a guarantee. But the oil leg underneath, or hydrocarbon leg, or condensate leg, nobody knows what it is yet. And if it is condensate, then wow, we're at Royal Ascot compared to Bath. But because that's like fine vintage wine. But it's too early to speculate. I don't want to be getting people's pulses racing and all that stuff. I've done that for them the last 3 months. You always worry about the results and what's going to happen, and you sort of feel the despair of shareholders when things go wrong, because I'm one as well. So
I think you're in a little bit of a different position here, David, to be honest.
I know. Better
Reading
watch
this
my back.
RNS.
Better watch my back, I think. Or
Yeah, what I'm saying, in this RNS, you're reading it there, sustained hydrocarbon accumulation, including a significant liquids components. And I understand you're being conservative, and then if I'm allowed to quote one of the parties involved in the drill, they're saying potentially the largest UK onshore gas field and potentially the largest hydrocarbon discovery onshore in the UK since 1973. I think the press is going to pick up on this today.
I think they might.
I think you might make the BBC and ITV, to be honest.
Oh God, I better get my hair cut then, hadn't I? And have a shave, eh?
I think there's a high possibility this might cause a bit of stir. This RNS today.
It's excellent. Look, it's excellent. It's whatever way you look at it.
It's a company changer for you guys, surely. If this further results prove what you're thinking.
Well, I have been extremely positive. This potentially is, this propels us potentially into a junior explorer, into a mid-tier company.
Yeah, exactly.
If we ever get the chance. If we get the chance.
Yeah, if you get the chance, you've turned into a mid-tier producer.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've still got Wrestle to come up at the end of this year, which is producing.
Well, Wrestles are nice. It's, people say, well, what's your best project? Like, if you say, well, it's our biggest project, it does at this moment in time look like West Newton, but
yeah,
it's like having 3 kids, really, and saying, which one do you like most? And Wrestles, our first discovery. We've had disappointments, but when you look back over, we've had some good results. We've got 2 interesting producing oil fields anyway. Keeps the wall from the door. It doesn't produce a modicum of cash for us, but they're producers. There's always upside in these things. Wrestle, nice discovery. Mm-hmm. If in a normal situation, you'd be jumping through hoops with Wrestle, and it is large, and if the oil prices stay around this price, it'll pull in about £3.5 million a year for us, which puts us into an immediate profit. Biscathorpe, we never tested the Biscathorpe play.
Yeah.
So it's all there for the take. We've got a great portfolio.
Will you be revisiting Biscathorpe? Can I ask?
Oh, definitely, yes, yeah. Well, yeah, that's not gone away. There's a lot of work to be done there, and we're conducting some work on our own. Like Union. I think this is a beauty with Union Jack. Even though we are an investor per se in projects, we actually do our own work as well. We've got a great technical team. Graham Bull, who you know.
Yeah, I know Graham, yeah.
And, he won't leave things alone, seriously. So we do a lot. We don't just rely on operators to say, well, we've done this and we've done that. This is a statement we can make. We're always looking for ways to get best value out of these projects. And well done, Graham. He brought this one to us 3 years ago, believe it or not.
Well, at the UK Investors Show, Graham, he gave a really good presentation on West Newton A2. And,
Too good.
That video that was recorded there, if anybody had watched that, they fully understood what was going on.
Yeah.
So he did a really good job. I've just got to say congratulations, because there is a Carlsberg RNS today, so to speak.
That's a good one.
Honestly, it's just really good, and like you said, with the future testing, short term as well. Obviously, they're going to go into the flow tests and pressure test the well, etc. But
there's all sorts of things. When you look,
hopefully,
there's all sorts of things that
exactly
will be done and need to be done now. And great, as I said earlier, the old saying, always better to travel than arrive.
Yeah, true. That's a good statement, actually. Yeah.
This does not apply. So great.
All right, Dave. It's nice to talk to you on such good news
Alex.
for Union Jack Oil.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm pleased for shareholders. I really, really, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know. And of course, all the people that have supported us. You know, there have been a lot. You know, people like yourself.
Oh yeah, over the years.
You know, they've all stuck in and always supported the company, even on days where the news hasn't been that good.
Yeah, it's
Nobody has left us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We've had them conversations in the past. I know, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But today's like, and I just hope as well that investors actually understand this is a process moving forwards. So
You're right,
the
Alex.
process will unfold.
You're right. This is a process. You keep me going for a few years, I assure you.
Yeah, I'll definitely add to it. And like you say, when you're coming saying things like 65 metre hydrocarbon saturated interval, when I read that in RNS, that makes me
That's a nice interval, that is.
That makes me look at when I seen that this morning. That's the first thing I noticed on that RNS. I was like, okay, they're in the Kirkham Abbey formation. That's the right location.
Better start going to church, shouldn't I, eh?
I seen that, I was like, bloody hell. All right, David, thanks very much.
All the best, Alex.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.